I think that there's a revolution happening right now in business. I find it exciting. See, the collective consciousness is shifting away from greed, competition, taking for accumulation's sake, and dishonesty, and instead shifting towards compassion, integrity, authenticity, and being of service. But you already know this. This isn't something that you need to be educated in. You feel it in your gut, as I did, when I realised that having spent so much time in higher education, learning all the tools of my trade, that actually, in the real business world, none of it actually made any difference unless it was being underpinned by authenticity. Back in 2000 and way back when I was working in the British Virgin Islands, which is a little island in the Caribbean just east of Puerto Rico, my then CEO sent me an email saying, the team at Necker Island want to meet with us, Necker being Sir Richard Branson's private island resort. And they want to meet with you because they're bringing over their UK-based procurement agency, come over to actually help streamline their purchasing systems. Great, I thought. That was great. But the minute that they came over and we walked into the meeting room, I could feel the tension. You know when the tension is that thick, you can slice it with a knife? That's exactly what it was like. Now, I don't know whether it was because they were unsuitably dressed in their black suits and shirts buttoned up to their neck and ties and stiff leather shoes. Someone should have told them to pack for the Caribbean. But the fact is that business hadn't been great between Necker Island and us. Certainly we were not their best yachting buddies. And by the look of their impassive expressions, that wasn't about to change during one meeting. Or was it? I'm afraid we are not too confident in awarding you the preferred supplier status given your higher prices and below standard delivery service, said one of the execs. Woo! And just as I was about to jump in there and defend our position on price, someone's phone started to ring. You can find me in the club, bottle for the bub. Look, mummy, I've got that. If you're into making love. That was actually someone's ringtone. I looked at my reportee and I was like, sacked. But actually, in a whisper from across the other side of the table, one of the execs said, I'm sorry, I forgot to switch my phone off. Well, you can imagine how we all laughed and fell off the floor. But the point was this. It actually gave us an insight into someone's true personality, which in fact gave us permission to be ourselves and created a more authentic dialogue and helped us to actually create more lasting relationships, funnily enough. And the financial outcome is that we actually grew sales with Necker Island by more than 400% in the 6 months year to date following that meeting. And what I learned back then was this, that if you actually want to thrive in today's competitive business world without the ego and the noise that dominates the industry, you've got to bring your whole self to the business table. Yes, that includes your education, but it also includes your personality, your sense of humour, and most importantly, your authenticity. We're not talking about any fear-based hypnotherapy. We're talking about customer-focused contribution. Education makes a good business person, but education and authenticity makes a great business person.